All right, folks, welcome to episode 3 of our second season of Friday Night Pick'em. Your boy Mid-Major Mike here with some great Friday night picks for your Saturday games. I saw we were off last week on our Thanksgiving. People got a little too much turkey, a little too much eggnog. Couldn't make it to the show, but we're here tonight to get you some green for tomorrow. As you see, Chili is still MIA. We don't know where he is. Who knows where he is? But let's get on to our experts. Jimmy Mack, how are we doing? How does it feel to be above 500?
Mike, what's going on? It's been a while since I was above 500. I almost forgot how sweet it was, but then I realized it's pretty awesome. So we're going to try and keep that trend going and try and stick this out for as long as we can because it is no bueno being below 500.
Love to hear it. And yes, Jimmy Mack bringing you some great blog picks this week. Great pick over Iowa with that stuff. But over to Cam to Ham. Cam to Ham, how we doing?
Cam DeHam here for another week of college b-ball picks. No more bad mustache. Same great picks. Undefeated in all the pick'em shows so far. And Mike, eggnog at Thanksgiving. What are you, crazy? You must really be an honorary member of the tribe. And with that said, that may be some foreshadowing for my first pick. So stay tuned, folks. Back to you, Major.
Hey, I don't know. We do what we do over here. We always KIK, keep it kosher. Over on to Dero. Dero, how we doing? I heard you had a good last week. Tell me more.
Yeah, last week was pretty good. It's been a little while, but glad to be back with everyone here at collegeballpicks.com. And shout out to Mr. Berman. Let's get this thing started, Mid-Major.
Glad to hear it. I'm sure you'll be updating us on each Big Sky's finals week schedules coming up here. Lots of big things happening out there. And too bad, again, as I said, no Chili Davis this week. He was RFB Picker of the Week, but we'll leave it up for another week to harass him about that. Let's get on to our opening tip, our first picks for tomorrow. Jimmy Mack, what do we got?
All right, Mike, we're looking at Purdue. Purdue, I really liked them a lot last year, but this year, they're the real deal. The whole country and the rest of the Big Ten, they're going to learn this season, folks. The trifecta of Haas, Hammonds, and the new guy, Swanigan, they're just absolute beasts down low. They love to chuck it up from three. So I really like them tomorrow, minus 14 against New Mexico, especially at home. They're going to be rocking there. Purdue's the real deal. They're going to shoot up the rankings. Just a big year for the Boilermakers, so take Purdue, minus 14.
All right, always got to expect a train, always expect the Boilermakers to come out with a win. Over on to Cam to Ham, let's keep the undefeated picking streak alive on the shows. What do you got?
All right, so first pick this week. I've been really impressed with the CAA so far overall, and I've been doing great in the picks with them. So we're going there with the tribe, as I alluded to. We're going William and Mary plus 13.5 at Virginia. The tribe are still very underrated nationally, even after their opening night win at North Carolina State. Yes, Virginia is a very efficient team on both ends of the floor, but William and Mary has a great offense that can keep up with them and make them pay on D. So I think it's a close game. I think it goes down to the wire. I'm not quite sure if William and Mary is going to win, but it's going to be a very tight game. So William and Mary plus 13.5. Back to you, Mid-Major.
Love the pick. We are all tribe members tomorrow night, that's for sure. Over on to Dero. Dero, what do we got for an opening tip?
Big line out of the Big East to start. I like Xavier minus 18 versus Western Kentucky. Xavier has started this season hot at 7-0, but unfortunately their players got a little too hot this week as a nasty virus spread through the team. Coach Mack had to cancel practice this week, but I'm not worried about that. Western Kentucky, they do shoot that three ball at 42%. Xavier going to step out on those shooters and cruise to victory. Xavier minus 18 versus Western Kentucky.
Oh, wow, a rare major conference pick there from Dero. We'll see how it turns out. Or for me, our opening tip, we got the Southern Illinois Salukis minus 7 traveling into North Texas. Yes, folks, I'm all aboard the Saluki bandwagon. Starting off hot, 7-1, some good quality basketball, team ball being played there by the Salukis. Over on the other side of the ball, you got the Mean Green North Texas team. I mean, their football team getting blown out every week. their basketball team's picking right up, doing the same thing. They haven't been playing any defense at all. They get scored on like anything, but look for Southern Illinois to cover the 7-point spread easily. Let's see what else we got for picks over at Jimmy Mack. What else do you got for us tomorrow?
All right, Mike. Well, if you watched the ACC Big Ten Challenge and you caught that Duke-Indiana game, you know that the Blue Devils are for real. Indiana's defense may not be the greatest, but still, Duke took them out back behind the woodshed and just, oof, it was nasty. So minus 24 tomorrow versus Buffalo. Buffalo lost their top 3 leading scorers from last year, and Coach Bobby Hurley shipped off over down to see Camden Ham and Arizona State. So Duke and Coach K are going to have no problems. They're going to go all out. They don't have to worry about, keeping it clean against Bobby Hurley, trying to play nice. They don't have to worry about that anymore, so it's going to be a massacre. Duke minus 24 in Cameron. Lock it up.
Ooh, we looking for Grayson to be stepping on some throats tomorrow for sure. Over on to Cam and the Ham. What else do we got?
All right, my second pick is going to go a little low like the lower bunk, so we're going to go with Texas Arlington -1 at UTEP. Yes, I know, another road team pick, but Texas Arlington has been very solid so far this year. One of the real mid-major hot teams right now. 2 road wins at Memphis and Ohio State, 3 road wins overall. UTEP's just beat up on fluff, including the Florida A&M Rattlers. Let's go Rattlers, like Phil Vassar said. But yes, Texas Arlington -1 at UTEP. Back to you, Money Man.
Let's go. Come on, come on. I love the pick right there. Over on to D-Row. D-Row, what do we got?
All right, I got a couple of Big Sky road underdogs this week. Those are my favorite picks. I like Weber State +4 at BYU. Weber State, a shockingly bad 0-2 start to start the year, but since then have ripped off 5 straight and are in good position to win the Big Sky or at least compete for it. They're going to beat BYU on the road, but definitely covered +4. Salt Lake City has been decent to BYU this year. They're undefeated at home, but their 4 wins have not been that impressive. Utah Valley State, Adams State, Mississippi Valley. Yes, I'm naming real college basketball teams, and Belmont. And my other game, North Dakota +2 at Bradley. Okay, now this one took a little bit of analysis to get to this pick, but I really like this pick because of what's going on at Carver Arena. Bradley not going so hot this year. They're 1-7 to start the year. They're pretty much an embarrassment to the Missouri Valley Conference. And let me tell you, when you're an embarrassment to the Missouri Valley Conference, that's just not good. So North Dakota +2 at Bradley. Back to you, mid-major.
Love the pick there. Riding with the Big Sky. As for me, another pick I got the University of Miami at Ohio. Yes, we're taking the University of Miami, Ohio. They beat Northeastern. They're the better Miami team because Northeastern then went on to beat Miami, Florida. We're taking Miami of Ohio +1 versus the powerhouse of the University of Purdue, University of Indianapolis. Yes, IUPUI, garbage team. I assure you that IUPUI is. They sound like they're 3 teams, but they play like they're half a team. But the way they're losing to Kennesaw State, Alabama State, all these teams. Take Miami, Ohio +1. They're a solid squad. Should easily be able to cover it and shouldn't be the underdog. With that, we're going to be jumping into our easy money picks. But before we get there, we have our fan of the week. Yes, you have a chance to be a fan of the week by following us on Facebook or Twitter. This week's fan of the week, Jimmy Casabri out in Arizona. Jimmy, be sure to hit up Cam to Ham. I'll be sending you his number pretty soon, so you can hit him up for, I think, a free night on the town on Leggy. But be sure to check in with him on that. With that, let's move on to our easy money picks. Jimmy, what do we got for an easy money pick to make us some easy money on Saturday?
All right, Mike, we're going with a little bit of a throwback here. It's an old Big East rivalry, Georgetown versus Syracuse. Now, this would be quite the rivalry back in the day, but, these 2 teams have seen a little bit of a slip-up this year. Georgetown beat Wisconsin. Wisconsin just beat Syracuse at home, so therefore, in theory, Georgetown should very well take care of Syracuse. So we like Georgetown -5.5. They really need to win at home. They're going to come out. Syracuse, they're only good if they're shooting the ball from 3 deep well, so if they close on those shooters, then everything should be fine. Devonta Smith-Rivera, he's going to go off tomorrow. It's going to be a nice, easy win for Georgetown. Easy money, folks.
Love it. An easy win. Some easy money for the folks at home. Cam to Ham, what do we got for an easy money to keep the undefeated streak alive?
All right, well, before I go into my easy money, we're going to continue the tradition of showing our fan of the week their great prize. So our fan of the week, Jimmy Casabri, say hello to PlayStation 2 Tiger Woods 04. You're going to really enjoy that. Great for the holiday season. Maybe even re-gift it to some of your nephews, cousins, whatever it may be. So now we're going to go into my easy money pick. We're going to go Northeastern -4.5 at Detroit. Northeastern flashed what they could do at Miami last week, as mid-major Mike just said. Quincy Ford, an absolute star, and Detroit, they play zero defense. They've given up 100 points in their last 2 games. What are you doing, Coach? What are you doing? So Northeastern -4.5 at Detroit, the biggest lock since the Stone Age. Back to you, mid-major.
All right, I like the pick there with the Northeastern boys. And congratulations, Casabri, for what looks like a signed copy of Tiger Woods PGA Tour as well. Over on to D-Row. D-Row, I know you're a busy guy with finals coming up and all that type of stuff. What's going on with your easy money pick this week?
Yeah, before the easy money pick, I just hope Cam the Ham's roommate is willing to give away that precious prize this week. I think that was his signature on their mid-major. But my easy money pick of the week is Creighton -3 at Loyola. Creighton looks to be pretty solid this year, I have to say, in the Big East. They're 5-2, with their 2 losses being at Indiana and then a tough 2-point loss at home to Arizona State. And Loyola, they haven't been terrible this year, but they're coming off to back-to-back pretty bad losses to Toledo and UNC Asheville. Additionally, this is the main point here, finals start on Monday at Loyola. And those kids at Loyola, at some schools, yeah, Saturday basketball game, final start on Monday, that's no big deal. But at Loyola, the freshman class in 2014 had an average GPA of 3.8 for a reason. They are not going to be at the basketball game, and it's going to be a silent crowd there. Creighton -3 at Loyola. Easy money. I keep my undefeated easy money streak alive. Back to you, mid-major.
Yes, a good pick there from D-Row. Hopefully the admissions council there at Loyola isn't signing him some money under the table for facts like that. As for me, my easy money, we got Texas A&M Aggies -3 taking on Arizona State. Aggies have been pretty impressive this year, coming out of nowhere, beating Gonzaga. A tough loss to Syracuse in the Bahamas Atlantis final, but I mean that was coming off a back-to-back game there. Plenty of talent on the team. Daniel House is playing out of his mind, leading the charge. And on the other end of the floor, Arizona State is mediocre at best, losing to squads like Marquette, barely beating Santa Barbara Gauchos and stuff like that. So taking the Aggies -3 should be a pretty easy win for them and some easy money. And with that, that concludes this week. Hopefully we can get Chili back from wherever depths of the country he's at. Who knows? Maybe he's lost a little too much money to even be able to afford a computer and Wi-Fi at this point. Who knows? But with that, happy picking tomorrow, folks. And just remember, you learn tonight.